Welcome everyone to Game 3 on ABC, presented by Geico. Carolina plays a style that travels very well. The Hurricanes 6-0 on the road in these playoffs, while Vegas has won its last 3 home games. Each of these two teams now 3 wins away from a Stanley Cup title.
Welcome to Vegas, Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's buckle up.
Devenberg and Matt McPherson are the linesmen. Game 3 is underway. Lost the puck as he tried to go to the forehand. Well played by Keandre Miller. Sent ahead to Jarvis. And a good stick by McNabb. And then Hanifin there to help as well. From the line, Walker, a shot and a glove save by Hart. They actually lost more games in the regular season than they won. Shot flipped right on net. And stopped by Frederik Andersen. He's forced back by Svechnikov. Noah Hanifin still harassed by Svechnikov with 7 hits in Game 2. The puck goes to Aho. He has it back for a one-timer. Stopped by Hart. Svechnikov and a sprawling block by Hanifin. That was a big play. Sean Walker banked it ahead. Here's Nikolai Ehlers. Off for Jarvis. Stahl a tip and a stop by Hart. Jordan Stahl has scored a goal in each of the first 2 games for Carolina. The captain.
That's Jordan Stahl. Now he's got Seth Jarvis on his wing instead of Jordan Martin. That makes them a more dangerous team on the rush. Stahl goes to the net.
Still looking for his first Stanley Cup. He was not yet with Vegas when they won it all here in 2023. Centering pass for Marner. Handed it back. Now Marner again turns and fires. Hanifin a one-timer, hoping for a Howden tip in the low slot. Who sends it in behind Hart. Around the glass, blocked by Jankowski. Centering pass intended for Carey. Bouncing puck. Jankowski had a whack at it. It didn't get through. Lozon was in the way. McNabb. Up for Eichel, who had some room with Carolina in a line change. Now it's Jarvis. Nifty move. And a shot right on. Stopped by Hart. Into the right wing corner. Howden goes flying into the forecheck and rattled Walker. Centering pass into the feet of Howden. Played it off for a shot by Sissons. Kolasar into the forecheck. Smith couldn't stop it along the boards. Now he does. Hanifin couldn't keep it in. There's some skating room for Miller. Keandre Miller all the way to the goal. Stopped by Hart. Carlson the entry. Carlson a nice move. Trying to center it. For Marner. Sends along for Carlson. 3 seconds in the period. McNabb can't get it through. And that's the end of the first scoreless period.
Nice little toe drag here back into his feet. And he opens up the chance. He wants to go right up over that shoulder. Until he was about 15 years old, they moved him back to the blue line. And
special teams were obviously very important in Game 2. The late power play goals by Carolina, a huge difference maker. Svechnikov, a shot that missed the net. Here's Theodore back on it. They did credit that as a shot on goal, so now they do have a shot on goal from a forward. Now a better try, and a goal! Mark Stone makes it 1-0 Vegas.
we showed wants to pinch up on the wall. Howden chips it into Mark Stone in his shot.
Video review at 19:26. The play was offside, no goal.
Would dictate that there's not possession as his feet cross the blue line.
Good work by this aggressive line. Stankoven, Blake, and Hall. Hall's alone down low. Call for the puck. Got it. And that's off the glove of Hart. And he had Barbashev coming from behind. Slavin on for Miller. Bouncing puck comes right out in front. Stone stopped by Anderson. They score! Oh, the rebound! Jack Eichel!
And a quick review.
There was goaltender on the play. No goal, goalie up there.
Both wiped off the board with challenges. The Barbashev contact makes this goalie interference, and really it's about as simple a call as they'll get.
What his sport would be, elected to play hockey in college at Wisconsin for Tony Granato.
Good choice.
Yes, it was. DeAndre raised by his mom, Amy, who asked Rick Helling, the former Major League pitcher, to be his mentor.
Carolina penalty, a bench marker penalty, too many men on the ice.
The players you need to look at are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are 4 forwards on the ice, 3 wingers, Svechnikov, Ehlers, and Carrier.
Our play is brought to us by Pepsi. Clean face-off win. It comes back to Hannafin. 5 forwards out there again on the power play for John Tortorella. Eichel, one of the great passers, right out in front. They score! Tomas Hertl.
Eichel has got the puck, and Hertl is going to slide free as the Carolina pressure doesn't account for Hertl. Watch where Chatfield is. He's looking deep, and as Martinook spreads, they're in game 2. First goal of the game in game 3.
And here's William Karlsson now. And a great stick to get back into the play by Keandre Miller. It's tipped in! Out in front! 2-0 Vegas.
Power play goal against, and then a terribly unlucky break as Mitch Marner just flings this to the front of the net. And Sean Walker tips it into the corner.
Vegas was 1 for 16 in the previous 5 games before their power play goal from Hertl. Here's Slavin. Couldn't get it through. Hertl ahead for Colton Sissons. And a blocker save made by Anderson. Vegas did it in game 1, and then it was Carolina who rallied in game 2. Here's Marner and a breakaway. Mitch Marner stopped. Took it to the forehand and couldn't get it over. Anderson, McNabb, Marner, another try. He scores on the backhand. 3-0 Vegas. Dropped down by Hart for McNabb. Again, it's Stankoven flying into the forecheck. Long pass, another breakaway. Brett Howden is stopped by Anderson. Blake gives it back to Gostisbehere. And back for Blake. Now Nication. And now here's Marner again. Hat-trick bid for Marner! And he scores! His second hat trick of the playoffs. He did it in game 3.
He realizes here, I don't got enough gas to get in all the way against Gostisbehere. His shot is perfect. It's off the goal post and in. Anderson doesn't stop it. It goes off the bottom of his blocker. And Mitch Marner continues offensively to lead the Golden Knights.
Brandon Bussey, who was their leading goaltender in the regular season with 31 wins. Miller up high. Blocked by Karlsson. Moved ahead to Marner. Has Howden coming with him. Hall on the back check. Marner bidding for his 4th. Stopped by Bussey.
3 goals and an apple already today, and he was really frustrated at himself as he missed that last one.
Here's Stone, the takeaway. Slap shot. Welcome to the game, Brandon Bussey. Lobbed ahead, another one of those flips. And a penalty coming here. Cole Smith and Nication collide in the corner.
Smith's going to drive his way through. Watch the left arm there as he gets a hold of the stick of Gostisbehere. So Carolina's power play.
Jarvis. Back of the line, Gostisbehere. Marner the takeaway. Marner short-handed. Hacked down by Aho. And this is going to be a penalty shot.
4th goal for Mitch Marner. There's no way Carolina wants to give him a freebie. Aho ends up taking him down.
For his 4th goal and 5th point of game 3 of the Cup final. Stopped by Bussey. Blake with 30 seconds on the power play. Nication is the quarterback now. Save Hart. Played ahead to Smith. Smith. Tough angle shot. Wound up going over the shoulder of Bussey. Trying to move away from Chatfield. Chatfield got help from Stankoven. It's played in by Martinook. Jarvis in on the forward check. Coughlin avoided him. It comes out in front. They score! Jordan Martinook gets Carolina on the board. And then Cole Smith went after him.
4-1, and really the first good thing to happen to Carolina in quite some time.
Martinook's second of the playoffs. His only other goal was the game winner in overtime in Game 2. In all 4 series in this postseason, Carolina won Game 2 in overtime. Including this one. Here they come again! And they score again! And they're right back in the game!
All this great stuff for Vegas. Now they're on their heels a bit here. It's 4-2.
And they score again! From the half wall! Jacob Slavin!
Jordan Stahl's going to get a stick on this. Slavin throws it to the net.
He acted as if he did, and on that replay it looked like he did.
2 or 3 more key stops as Carolina tries to find the equalizer.
Out in front, Sissons couldn't redirect the pass from Rasmus Anderson. Here come the Canes with speed. Centering pass. Blake was tied up on the back check by Lauzon. At the line, bouncing puck kept in momentarily by Coughlin. Here's Svechnikov waiting for help. Has help. Backhand stopped by Hart. Has been the man for Carolina in this postseason. Got knocked off the puck inside the line. That's out of the rink, directly out of the rink from the defensive end.
But it went over the glass behind the bench. Watch Hall, gonna get hit here by McNabb. Instantly you see him, that's his left side, or he's completely out of wind. Man, that's a stout.
And on the Stahl power play goal in Game 2. Gostisbehere with under 2.5 minutes to go. Bussey still in the net. Gostisbehere! That wound up off the left pad of Hart. Aho keeps it in. Aho has it back with some space. Down low for Stahl. They're poking away. Players are in the net. They score! Carolina has tied it.
Svechnikov had chipped it into the open net. Here's the best view. The puck's free.
Well, let's bring in Dave Jackson. I guess the only other question would be Svechnikov's stick poking away at the puck. Here's Svechnikov in the slot, rolling puck. Svechnikov, that one fluttered over the net as Eichel went sprawling at him. Down low, free puck. Jankowski stopped. It comes back to Nikishin. Gostisbehere didn't get it through. Game 2. Aho. Back to the line to Miller. Walker, free puck. Skated away by Hurdle. After reviews, Jarvis trying to cut to the net front. Coughlin stopped him. Miller snaps it quickly. Walker moves it. Tough angle shot stopped by Hart. And Aho had a chance at a rebound. Kept in at the line by Hanifin. Carlson back for Lauzon. Marner at the net front, and it's sent wide by Barbashev. Rasmus Anderson, the entry, avoided a check by Miller. Coughlin fan, Coughlin a backhand, frozen by Bussey. Marner was banging his stick, he got the pass. Carlson, stopped by Bussey. Bouncing puck for Blake. Gostisbehere wanted it, he passes it off. Time running out. Eichel deflects it. That's the end of overtime. As Aho right on his tail. Hall comes flying into the forecheck. Marner and now Howden, the playoff leader in goals. Had it slide off his stick as he tried to take it to the backhand. Trying to move away from Stankoven. Little shake and bake. Centers one right across the blue paint. Kept in by Theodore. Seems like he has not come off the ice. Marner centers. Backhand. Sprawling defenders and Bussey out of the net to smother it. And off for Carlson. Marner heads toward the net. Howden tried to walk out in front. That got stopped by Slavin. Theodore drive off the back wall, knocked in. Vegas wins in double overtime.
Theodore shot off the board, and Martin has it deflect off his stick, off of Bussy, and in the net. It hits the end boards. Martin can't get a handle on this, and watch how it just springs out. It hits the bottom.
Ты заходи, если что.